Consider part-time carnivore to start losing belly fat. Do talk to your doctor first. Many women trying to lose weight say something very honest. I feel hungry all the time. It is one of the most frustrating parts of dieting. You start the morning determined. You promise yourself today will be different. You eat carefully. You try to follow the rules. But by mid-morning, your stomach is growling again. And by afternoon, the hunger can feel almost overwhelming. For many women, this has been the pattern for years, decades even. You try one diet, then another, low fat, low calorie, points, meal replacements, juice cleanses, but the hunger always seems to return. And when hunger comes back again and again, dieting becomes almost impossible because eventually hunger wins. And when hunger wins, many women feel discouraged. They think the problem must be them. They blame their willpower, they blame their age, they blame menopause. But often the real issue is something much simpler. The type of foods we eat. Meals that contain a lot of sugar and refined carbohydrates digest very quickly. Things like muffins, bagels, pastries, cereal, toast with jam, sweetened yogurt. These foods may taste good in the moment, but the body burns through them very quickly. When those foods digest rapidly, blood sugar rises quickly. And when blood sugar rises quickly, it also falls quickly. When it falls, the body sends a powerful signal. Eat again. That signal feels like hunger. But protein foods behave very differently. Protein digests much more slowly. And slower digestion helps the body feel satisfied longer. That feeling of fullness is called satiety. When satiety is strong, people naturally eat less without trying. Some people experiment with something called part-time carnivore. This does not mean eating only meat forever. It simply means eating mostly protein foods for part of the day or doing so every second day, maybe even full carnivore every second day, again with your doctor's direction. Foods like eggs, chicken, fish, steak, hamburgers, and reducing sugary snacks and refined carbohydrates during those hours to nearly zero or at zero. Some people try it for breakfast, others for breakfast and lunch. The idea is simple. Eat foods that keep you full longer. Dr. Sean Baker, an orthopedic surgeon and author known for studying carnivore eating patterns, has discussed how protein-heavy diets may help stabilize hunger signals. In interviews and research discussions, he explains that many people report fewer cravings when their meals are centered on animal proteins rather than sugar-based foods. Protein stimulates hormones like peptide YY and GLP-1. These hormones send strong satiety signals to the brain. When those signals are stronger, the body does not ask for food as often. This is one reason some people find high-protein eating surprisingly calming. They stop thinking about food every hour. Now let me tell you about Janet. Janet is 71. For most of her adult life, she struggled with her weight. In her 30s, she tried the grapefruit diet. She lasted 4 days. In her 40s, she joined a well-known diet group that counted points. At first, she lost 10 pounds. Then life became busy again. Her job was stressful. Her children were teenagers. Her husband loved bakery treats. Soon the weight returned. In her 50s, she tried low-fat eating. Everything in her refrigerator had the words fat-free printed on the label, fat-free yogurt, fat-free cookies, fat-free salad dressing. But she noticed something strange. She was always hungry, even after eating. She could finish breakfast and still feel like something was missing. Sometimes she would walk past the mirror in a store window and feel a sudden sadness. She remembered being young, thin, energetic. Now she felt heavy and tired. At family gatherings, she would sometimes stand slightly behind others in photographs. She did not like seeing herself in pictures anymore. Then one morning, something simple changed. She had heard about part-time carnivore from my website. Instead of her usual breakfast of muffins and coffee, Janet tried something different. 2 eggs and a few slices of bacon. She expected to feel hungry by 10 o'clock. But the hunger never came. 11 o'clock passed, then noon. For the first time in years, she realized something surprising. She had stopped thinking about food all morning. The quiet in her mind felt almost peaceful. Janet later said that moment was strange but wonderful. She was not fighting herself. She was not negotiating with her cravings. She simply felt satisfied. Protein activates satiety hormones in the body. Those hormones signal to the brain that the body has eaten enough. When those signals are strong, people snack less. And when snacking decreases, total calorie intake naturally decreases. But the emotional effect can be just as important. Feeling calm around food can change how people see dieting. Now let me tell you about Lillian. Lillian is 65. She had been trying to lose weight for nearly 20 years. Her closet told the story of every diet she had attempted. There were 3 different sizes of clothing hanging there, some too large, some too small. Each piece a reminder of a different attempt to change her body. She tried meal shakes once. For 2 weeks, she drank powdered drinks that promised easy weight loss. She lost 8 pounds, but she felt miserable, hungry, cold, irritable. By the 3rd week, she quit. Later, she tried cutting calories very low. That worked for a short time too, but the hunger felt unbearable. At night, she would open the refrigerator and stare inside, not even sure what she wanted, just wanting something. Sometimes she felt embarrassed about her weight, especially when meeting new people, or when sitting in a restaurant booth that felt tight, or when trying on clothes in a store dressing room. One morning, she decided to try something small. A coworker was doing part-time carnivore and told her all about it. Instead of toast and pastries, she made eggs. For lunch, she brought grilled chicken from last night's dinner to work. No sandwich bread, no sweet snacks, just simple protein foods. Within a week, she noticed something different. The constant trips to the kitchen stopped when she was home. Desk snacking at work dropped off. She was not wandering through the house or checking her desk at work, looking for something to nibble on every 2 hours. Her hunger had quieted. Lillian described it this way: "For the first time, I felt like my body and I were on the same team." Some physicians who discuss protein-focused diets say this hunger reduction is one reason people sometimes succeed with lower carbohydrate eating patterns. Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician who studies low carbohydrate nutrition, has spoken about how many patients report reduced cravings when carbohydrates are lowered and protein intake increases. Nutrition researcher Judy Cho, author of The Carnivore Cure, has also written about elimination diets that temporarily remove sugar and processed foods to allow the body to stabilize hunger signals. Their work focuses on helping people understand how different foods affect appetite and metabolic health. However, it is important to be honest. Doctors at the Cleveland Clinic remind people that extremely restrictive diets can cause problems if followed long term. Some people may experience constipation, others may lack certain nutrients if the diet is not carefully planned. Everybody is different, and every health situation is different. That is why many people think of part-time carnivore as a short experiment, not a permanent rule, a simple way to observe how the body responds when meals focus on protein rather than sugar. For some women, the biggest surprise is not weight loss. It is the quieting of hunger. That quiet can feel powerful because when hunger settles down, dieting no longer feels like a constant battle. And that leads us to the next idea. In the final video, we will discuss the stricter version, the full-time carnivore diet. Some people try it for a short time to break powerful sugar cravings, but we will also talk about both the benefits and the cautions, because understanding both sides helps people make wise choices. That conversation is coming next. In video 5, feel free to leave a comment below. Tell us about your experiences with carnivore or ask your questions.